Yeah, she can't do FaceTime?
She can't do FaceTime.
She should call her right now.
We're
on speakerphone.
Get your notepad. All right, I need a volunteer. Somebody, I know everybody's looking. All right, we got a volunteer. Thank you, Sue. Thank you.
That means there's no picture. Somebody has to take pictures.
All right.
Good
So
job.
I want to thank Anita and Scott for hosting tonight. And thank you for opening your house. This is wonderful. Nice little drive down to Hickory. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes from last month?
So move.
Second move. All right, minutes are approved.
Well, we didn't vote.
We did.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Nobody.
Abstain. Andy.
All right, I think a lot of folks got my updates from Don. So Rose sent me a note yesterday that Don hurt his back. He was doing some work over the weekend, and his L4 vertebrae, so it's really low on your lower back, and he fractured it. He's in bed right now. He can't do a whole lot. Can't move a whole lot. So just please keep them in your thoughts and prayers. He sees the MRI. Has an MRI tomorrow, and they'll assess what's next for him. They think surgery's on the horizon, but they've been through a lot the last 18 months. It's been really, really hard. So just keep them in your prayers and your thoughts, because they need all of us. All right, Vice President's report. Where is he?
He's on there eating.
He's a brownie.
You actually have a report about this.
He can.
So I'm happy to report that I believe that all of the meetings have a plan at this point. Some of the times and dates are still to be determined, but I think we're all set for the year.
Right. Congratulations.
If you still want to host an event, there's plenty of space in 2026. Just
That
saying.
is true.
All right, activity
Can I,
reports.
on that, I think May's back to the first weekend. I mean, the first, not weekend, the first.
I think it's on the 6th now.
The 6th.
Yeah.
I think that's
Is that
right.
correct, ma'am?
That is correct.
Yes, the 6th.
Thank you, ma'am.
Didn't make
I
that.
will not be there, but that is correct. I'll leave it here like I
Well,
normally
good.
do, and you guys just come on in and have a good time.
Hard. No problem.
Okay. The men are in charge. We're all in charge.
We did have a meeting once where the guy his plane didn't leave Washington in time, and he told us where the key was. and we let ourselves into the house. There was about, 20 of us?
Yeah.
And we didn't know how to work the lamps, turn the lights on and everything.
That's crazy.
And we found a lamp,
Clapper on.
What's the guy next door to Bob Power?
That's funny. That's funny. What was that? Activities report. Shane.
All right. Thanks for everybody who came out for the last ride down to Sandbridge Restaurant. It was a good time. Russ, I really appreciate you setting up the route. Would have been nice if we could all stay together, but it is what it is.
We all
Everybody,
made it there.
everybody made it. We just made it in
We need maps.
groups. Yes, that was it's a lesson learned for all of us. We'll have maps next time with the preferred route, so that we can all enjoy it as much as Russ did.
I followed the rest the whole way.
Well, then you enjoyed it too.
Let's go, yeah.
I just went straight down Kent's School and said, we're heading. No, but it was enjoyable. Got to the restaurant, good food, good time with everybody, so it was still nice.
Yeah, it was a great trip, and the museum was excellent. I had no
Yeah.
idea.
I was just going to say that, I hope everybody enjoyed the museum.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It really was.
Terry,
It was just a great,
I need
great
your
day,
phone.
great museum, great drive, good food.
And
Yeah.
if you were in the second group, or the group that spent most of your time outside, I heard that was really good and informative, but a lot of time outside. Whereas the other group, we got the gentleman in costume who did a fantastic tour inside.
But I'll say one thing about that. I live close to there and I've been through there before. We didn't get the outside tour that people got on this trip, okay? So you guys got more information for the outside.
Yeah, they took care of us.
Yeah, that was really good.
All right, a couple events coming up from the Hampton Roads Car Council. There's a Lansdowne Commons Cruising. I don't know if you've heard of these.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of them on Facebook, seen a lot of pictures. I've never done one yet.
I've done quite a few of them.
Are they enjoyable?
Yeah.
A lot of cars there.
Yeah, a lot of cars.
A lot of cars. So the next one is hosted by Rolling with the Knights on April 5th, 4 to 8 p.m. Lansdowne Commons Shopping Center, it's on Princess Anne Road. An event after that is Dumar's Cruisin', which is Dumar's ice cream. You can't go wrong with Dumar's, right? Located Monticello Avenue in Norfolk on April 9th, 6 to 9 p.m. So, I'm sorry, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. P's look like backwards lines, don't they?
April 9th? That's next week.
Yep. Open to all makes and models, hosted by the Mustang and Ford Association of Virginia. Now, I tell you, when Russ and I went down to North Carolina with the Hampton Roads Car Club Mystery Drive, there were quite a few Mustangs and Corvettes, but they all welcomed us. I mean, they were all really interested in the bees. So, decided to show up in mass to a Mustang and Ford show. Give it something to look at instead of the same old Mustang. Saturday, April 12th, Tidewater Community College Automotive Campus is hosting a Spring Fling, April 12th, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Any model, make, car, or truck. They're doing it's just a Spring Fling cruising. The next one is the one I was thinking of. Lansdowne Commons, again, on April 26th. Still not the one I'm looking
They do one every
Oh.
week. They do one every week at Lansdowne.
They do. And then the next big one for us, May 3rd, if anybody's interested, the Williamsburg British and Import Club Car Show. So next May 3rd, next month, 25th anniversary car show features over 150 classic British and import cars. The registration fee is $25 to register. Spectators are free. That's some of the upcoming events.
Yeah, so that's
Now-
a lot of good to that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there.
But this year it's at the outlets too, at a new location.
Yeah, it's a new location of the outlet.
Shopping opportunities for all people that care about cars.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm going to plan on being there.
That's the main reason
Not
why I
showing
was
anything,
saying.
but I'm going to go.
Yeah,
All right, and the last thing I want to bring up is, and I already mentioned it to Scott, if any of you are not aware, in Smithfield, which is,
Hey, hold on, guys. Guys, hey. Please.
Attention to brief.
Hey, people. Hey, gentlemen.
Oh, figure part.
EMI for both of you.
You got a gavel.
You give it to me, I'll hit him.
Smithfield, last fall, there was a restaurant that opened up called the Fiddlin' Pig. And it's been featured in Wavy and the newspaper, I guess today.
Today's paper, yeah.
But it was also a couple weeks ago also, which is how I found out about it. So Pam and I went out there, and we went out a second time this weekend to try out the food and beer, and it is fantastic. Authentic British food. They import it all from England. What they can't import, like blood pudding, a real blood pudding, they can't. They can't. So they got to use, powdered stuff.
Real blood.
Right.
Wait
So,
till tariffs in.
Parker's in Buffalo. Parker's
Real thing.
real
Okay.
British food. Parker's has it. They can get it at
well,
Parker's.
maybe we can let them know that. So what the plan is on April 18th, Saturday morning, doing a ride from Chesapeake to Smithfield. And we'll send out the map and the directions so everybody has a good path of how to get there.
Is this place in town then?
Right on Main Street.
So it'll be the 19th. Did I tell you the 18th?
No,
You said it.
Just now.
Saturday the 19th. I've already talked to the owners, and they're thrilled to have some little British cars parked out front. If we don't have enough room out front, we can go across the street. There's a big parking lot. Directly across the street from the restaurant is the Isle of Wight Museum. And they have got the oldest pig, the oldest ham in the world, and the oldest peanut. So I'm trying to find the oldest peanut. So I'm trying to get details from the Isle of Wight Museum as to when they're open and how many guests they can accommodate, and I'll make sure that information gets to Scott so he can pass it on. But save the date, the 19th of April. The same day, they're also doing. They're doing some farmers markets and some other outdoor events there. So even if we all can't get through the museum, Main Street, Smithfield might be a fun day just to have a little tour around and just enjoy the weather and be outside. But the restaurant is something not to be missed, and we're going to have the main room reserved just for us. And the beer is fantastic. It's original cask ale. They're one of the only 20 pubs in America that have been certified by the British Bar Association or the British Alcohol Association as being a certified cask ale. And when they pump it just like you would expect. It's stored at 55 degrees. It is brewed in Hampton, but it's specifically for Fiddle and Pig to the exact specs that this British bar company expects. And I'll tell you, it's good.
Do you have a time and a meeting place?
I'm going to get those details to Scott. It all depends on the Isle of Wight Museum.
Okay.
All right, so it will be in the morning, early afternoon, but I will get those details up. All right?
Yeah.
Did you say this was April or May?
April 19th.
Saturday, April
That's
19th.
just a couple weeks.
That's in a couple of weeks.
2 weeks from Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Shane. Do we have any guests? I forgot that. Recognize again? I don't think we have any guests.
There was supposed to be a new member attending?
I don't see anybody.
If you're new, please raise your hand.
So,
I don't see anybody.
Mike, when the new member supposed to attend?
I
Andy,
don't know.
you're not
It's
here,
got
that's
time.
Treasurer report. Treasurer report.
Those of you that came to Cindy Lee's house probably remember that our balance was $1,906.60 last month. We had $146 of deposits this month. That was from the 50/50 last time. Plus, we sold a bunch of stuff at the swap meet. Donated stuff from Bill Wilson and others. Yeah, so $146 went in, and all that went out was $125 to Cindy Lee for the meeting. So we ended up at $1,927.60. We're still
We're a non-profit, aren't we?
No, we only have parties when Hank's deployed.
That was what it used to be.
So now we can't have parties.
That's what the bylaw was.
You go to Florida.
Membership. Mike's back.
We got one new member a couple of weeks ago. Some of you may know him, Skip Patno, longtime Traca member. Doesn't have an MG, but he's got an Alfa Romeo Spider. It's really cool.
Well, he used to have a TR6 also.
Okay.
I know him.
So we're up to 102 members. So we're good. Hey.
I got a question on membership. I think I may be delinquent. I don't know.
Well, you are.
Yeah, you are. I think you are. You are.
This is the first step to recovery.
And then the second is making amends.
I have no PayPal account.
I'll check.
I can give you cash though.
Yeah.
Okay. You said yeah.
Every meeting you have to give them cash.
I'll check, Mike.
Yeah, thanks.
Skip's a good guy. He helped us man the table at the Trek and Swap meeting.
Yeah. He's a cool guy.
Hung out with all the MG guys.
If it was Skip's the same guy thing in a bank stand being in that many, many years ago.
Technical report. Terry.
Technically speaking, we're still twiddling with the brakes on the TC. I completely rebuilt the whole thing, everything, master cylinder pipes, even the screws that hold the damn thing together. And it still, sometimes has a mind of its own. I've been adjusting and testing and, you know, you'll adjust them out a little bit and give it a road test and everything looks good. And we did that before we took it off someplace the other day with the car. And we adjusted them and Sue took it up and down the road and gave it a thumbs up. And then later in the day, it hit the brakes and started pulling to one side. And a little bit later, it kind of settled down and then it started pulling to one side. So it's kind of back and forth. And I know Hank has the same issue with his TC.
Mine just pulls to one side.
It's not got a mind of its own yet.
Yeah, no.
So what I'm thinking, if there's anybody that wants to have a little bit of fun sometime, you have a little spare time, and you know something about adjusting brakes on a T-Series car, maybe give me a call. We can have a little miniature session over at our house and fiddle with the brakes, see if we can get them about right. Maybe that's the one to get them righter than they actually are. And we'll write a little story for the newsletter about how to adjust brakes.
Well, why don't you just use the handbrake and then you wouldn't have to worry about it?
That's what I do.
Well, that's what she did when the brakes totally went out.
It wasn't fun.
We were up in Pennsylvania.
If you point yourself in the
When we were up in Pennsylvania, had the car up there on a tour, and one day we were out driving around, and Sue said the brakes feel a little bit spongy, so we had a coffee stop on the tour in the city park somewhere, and we went out and adjusted the brakes, and that drew quite a crowd because I was handing Sue the tools, and she was under the car adjusting the brakes. And
Man.
yeah, so it was quite entertaining, but, you know, and then she, once again, drove it around and thumbs up, and then by the time we made our next stop, it was like, I'm using the handbrake. It's like, I have no brakes at all, so we quickly investigated that, and the master cylinder was like totally shot. So at that point, we brought it on home in the trailer, and I decided I was gonna rebuild the entire thing stem to stern, which we did. Thanks to Doug Felton for parts, and Bob Stein for advice, and Mark for some advice as well. And we got about as good as it's gonna get, I think, except that that little bit of final adjustment needs to take place. So if you're interested in learning how to adjust brakes on a TC, or you wanna have a shot at it, and to make a long story short, it's somebody else's damn turn.
By the way, Abingdon Spares has a beautifully machined master cylinder for about $500 or so. It is like really a work of art. You know, you probably want to leave your cut a hole in your floorboard so you can see it, right? So you don't have to buy it.
Yeah, it's all bronze, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, and your white coat, I just got the master cylinder for my V8 car back from White Post, and that was $300. So
Yeah.
$500 is not a.
Yeah, this is brand new and it's really nice.
I got a brand new one on the
You get
TC.
one?
I keep forgetting to call him. My credit card keeps complaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Okay,
son,
yeah.
we do a little bit.
Old business, anybody have any old business to bring back up? Yes,
Dipstick by the 20th, whatever you write, we publish. We're easy.
Completely forgot you there. I'm reading this and I still forgot him. Old business, no. New business?
Copy of MGA magazine here for anybody who wants it. If not, Scott owns it, because I'm not taking it home.
Okay, I was not gonna mention it, but anybody that gets the Sacred Octagon, that's the MGT Register magazine, there's some photographs on the back cover. There's a photograph with some of Mike's friends. So if you can get a hold of the Sacred Octagon, just the most recent issue, on the back cover, I think there's what, 3 of your friends on there?
At least 3,
Is Mike there with him?
No.
No, Mike's not in the picture, but 3 of his friends in a night's TV.
TC.
It was a TC. You know.
For you that don't know, on the back picture, back cover, they usually put MG Girl, and they have a photo of a lady of various ages. Some are teenagers and kids, and some are, you know,
More
80
mature.
Our age.
More mature.
And this one has 3 monkeys. Around the girl. I think it was Photoshop, Mike. You can claim it was Photoshop.
No, this is real.
You know, with AI, they can do anything now. It looks like it anyway.
Other new business?
I do have something, well, kind of old and new. I've been working months on this engine for my bee, and the engine's finally done. And I finally got out there this week while it's been nice out, and the old one is ready to pull. I could probably do it myself with one other person, but I was wondering if anybody might want to come out, Russ, and help me see how to get it out without doing any damage to anything. But it's completely ready to be pulled. All I got to do is loosen up the engine mounts. So
Date, time.
this Saturday morning, are you available?
We're going to be in Charlotte.
Is this Saturday? No, it's not the 12th. What's the date?
So today's
Depends on what time. The 5th you're talking about, the Saturday of the 5th.
9, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, whatever. When help shows up, I'll be happy to accept it. I've got everything we need, just not the intelligence to know how to do it without breaking something.
Send out an email with the address.
Jane, I can help you on Sunday, but I can't on Saturday.
I'd be good with Sunday.
Okay, pick a time on
Russ, are you
Sunday.
good with
I
Sunday?
am good with Sunday.
Sunday,
I am good with Sunday.
10 o'clock?
Done. 10 o'clock Sunday.
10 o'clock Sunday.
And I will send you guys my address. Thank you so much.
Oh, got a lift?
I got a lift. I've got everything I need. I just,
Do you have a balancer?
yep.
Good.
Wow. Alright, send me the details, I'll get it to everybody, and then maybe you'll have a small army show up. Maybe not. Maybe you have like 6 people show up. 40 people. We're here.
On a
She
trail.
might not make it to the next meeting if that.
I have a technical question.
Go for it.
So, on my BGT, the side mirror, I cannot get it to adjust where I can see it. You know, I mean, basically I have to put a piece of something, like I put 3 washers and jack it up a little bit. On the Roadster I have, it's fine. Does anybody, I mean, Jim and I tried to bend it once, but I was afraid it was gonna bend the metal on the car. But anybody have a similar experience with that? Or?
I have a similar mirror, with a
71.
similar problem.
And I have
And I haven't
My
fixed it
69
either.
PT was the same thing. Couldn't see the mirror.
So, you think
I just didn't worry about
back
that
all
extra
out.
little screw hole and just moved it on the door, put screws in it.
It's on the door, right, not on the wing.
yeah, it's on the door.
Yeah.
Mine's 74, I've never had a problem with that thing.
Yeah, I've got a 71, and I've got your car, and I don't have any issue with mine.
But it may be because I'm big.
I've got a wing mounted mirror if you want.
Yeah, I got one on the right, but I'm not gonna put it in the hole.
Mine
Okay.
is loose, so I got 67 inches.
How tall are you? You're tall.
6'3".
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, maybe if I, I'm gonna take the door panel off the Roadster, but I just try it over a different mirror, maybe hit the line and find it's the same thing. Okay. So, anybody have a spare mirror you wanna loan me? I'll try it, a different mirror.
What kind of mirror is it?
It's a side mirror.
Yeah, but what does it look like? Some are on the store.
It's not the real short one, it's longer, it's longer than the later,
curved stalk on
Yeah.
Oh,
It just sticks out there.
no, I don't have one of those.
Anything.
He said he doesn't have that.
Any other new business? Somebody wants to talk about something? Mark time. Anybody from Mark time?
Yeah, actually. I don't know how many, I know some people know that, I've been building a 76 V8 Ford, small block Ford. It started on Thanksgiving with nothing but a shell.